Welcome back. We've got Dr. Kumbo Mumuni, Executive Director of SERAP. He's also a legal practitioner. Thank you for coming on this morning.
It's a pleasure.
Let's pick up from that particular report. That's the trending topic today about this ultimatum or quick notice given. They are today insisting on that notice for the 1st of October, even though we've seen the police security agency saying something on the contrary. What's your impression of how all of this is turning out?
Let me just say straight away that the reason why various people, various groups within the Nigerian environment have continued to make irresponsible statements and demand is because the law enforcement machinery of this nation have not been really brought to bear on those who say we are citizens, but they are actually serious criminals. You see, once we start looking at things from the point of view of, when we start looking at crimes or hateful statements or inciting remarks from the point of view of tribe, religion, sex, we will be missing the point. Once you make a statement that appears criminal, nobody should tell the law enforcement agents. I know that once it's a matter of security in advanced world, the security people will not be waiting for a governor to say arrest them or the president to say do your duty. The truth of the matter is that our law enforcement agents must be ready, their hairs must be on ground, their mind must be on the job. Once anything that appears like a threat to security happens, they should go into action immediately. For example, those that have been issuing these statements are not unknown people. The governor of Kaduna State made a statement yesterday or day before yesterday that those who made those statements should be arrested. I've not heard of anybody having been arrested. And once you arrest, you see, the way we talk about crime in Nigeria is like we arrest first, then we start saying we are investigating. That is not the way investigation is normally should be.
But why do you think the arrests have not been carried out up to now?
You see, it is this impunity thing that has been happening. Take, for instance, the killing along farms in Nigeria. Rather than we say criminals are operating, we start reducing it to Fulani, X-Men. That is not my business. Whether you are a Yoruba X-Man or Fulani Igbo X-Man, once you commit an offense, the full weight of the law must be brought against whoever commits an offense or whoever makes inciting statement. That way impunity will be stopped. Remember that we have had series of lawlessness, I call it, around some part of Nigeria. And when we are to deal with them, we start talking about ethnic, they are Muslims, they are Christians.
Is that the reason why they've not been arrested?
I don't know. It should not be the business of the Kaduna State governor to be telling the security agents to do their work. Once you are assigned and when you are given a role, once the time comes for the performance of the role, you must be able to perform it without promptings.
You know, when you say that if we keep focusing on this ethnic matters, we will be missing the point. But isn't that the point? Isn't that what the issue really is?
To me, a criminal is a criminal. Yeah. Whether you are Yoruba or Igbo or Hausa man.
Yes, granted. But how do we then address that particular matter? Because if we don't address it, this problem appears as though it will linger. Because look at the different groups. Everybody's releasing a statement or the other as if we're daring security agencies to come and do or catch us if we can.
It is now for the security agencies to say we cannot be there. We have the effective muscle and authority of government to do our work without promptings.
Now we've heard the Inspector General of Police come out to, make a strong statement. Is a strong statement enough? What would you like to see physically happening?
What I expect is that for whatever you do in violation of the established law of the land, the full weight of the law of the land must be brought upon you. There are provisions in the criminal code that addresses excessive statement. It's not as if we need a new law. There are a lot of laws that deal with all these things. So why can't we enforce our law? To me, strict, effective, even-handed law enforcement is the antidote to this rubbish that some people are saying. Some people should leave a part of Nigeria within 3 months. I don't understand what that means. If we enforce our law seriously, and people see that those who did it earlier are dealt with decisively, according to law, then nobody will be taking us for granted.
Where do you think this is taking us to?
Yes?
Where do you think this situation is taking us to?
Let me tell you, for those who have issued a statement, when people make any pronouncement, I would love to see that they have the power to carry it through. I don't see that they can carry it through. Those that made the statement. You see, when you just open your mouth and say anything without weighing it, you see, Nigerians, the common Nigerians, they are not bothered about where you come from. You understand? And you see, once it is when you can mobilize those common Nigerians that I believe you can have the opportunity of carrying out your threat. I don't believe that those people who issue the threat have the capacity to inflict the type of pain that people are anticipating on us. But Nigeria is bigger than any group of people that will be fanning parochial embers and embers of disunity.
What do we do of all of this call? Because some of them that say they speak to the fact that we need to really look at the basis of existence, or they talk about restructuring the country, the economy. What do we do with all those kind of calls?
Let me tell you.